Hey guys, apologies for the not great quality of the camera. I wanted to use my Panasonic video camera, but at the moment there's no memory and I'll need to get an SD card sorted for that, and hopefully when I do it'll be much better quality. But I wanted to show you my elephant armature. I've been commissioned an elephant from a guy in America, which is pretty cool. And I wanted to record this because this is so far the strongest armature I've made. It's got a fair bit of weight. Hopefully it looks recognisable as an elephant, or it's getting there. And just sort of talk through how it's made. So, whenever you do an armature and you want it to look anatomically correct, you have to get some reference pictures. So this is my stunning picture of an elephant that I'm working from. It's going to be walking. I just decided that as I went because it's more interesting than standing still. And what you do, first of all, what I did is you make the spine from the head and then the spine and then the tail, if it has one. And you measure that against a picture. You get the same. Use a tape measure for that. You get the same measurements on the picture as with the wire, and then you draw the spine, how it goes through the rib cage. So I did that. So it's the neck, and then the top of the spine, and then it comes down. Just a little word. The most essential thing you have to get right is getting the basic shape right at the beginning. So you do the spine, and then you do the head, which I have done out of foil. I hammered it into place to make it nice and smooth and tight, so it's not going anywhere, and it's very steady. It's actually got quite a bit of weight to it. Actually, it's probably, I don't know what weight it is, but maybe half a pound. It's quite heavy. So once I did the spine, and then I attached the legs. Oh yeah, I'd show you how I attach the legs. They will not fall off. So thick aluminium wire going all across for the spine. For one leg, another piece of wire up to there, another piece of wire up to there, and I wound this very thin wire. I got that from a school. It's been very useful. I wound that around a lot of times, and it's completely solid. It's great. And then I used the rest of the wire, went towards the head and the neck, and then did the same with the legs on the back, but the wire's a bit thicker, so hopefully it won't protrude through the spine. I'm hoping it won't. The pelvis is copper wire in like a butterfly shape, because that's what pelvises are. I hope it will look correct at the end. And the neck may be a little bit long. And after I did the spine and the legs, so I did the spine and the legs, that's what every animal has, I made the rib cage. So I got another piece of wire, measured it again from the picture, put it underneath, and then wound that around as well. I give it a bit of length so it goes around and it comes up about here, so it's not going to slip out and it's not wasting too much wire. I don't like to waste wire if I can help it, because it doesn't last forever. So you wound that round along with the legs all next to each other, so it's all attached to the spine. And now I've learnt this is how the legs and the limbs don't fall off. So essentially it's like a web of wire almost, and that's how you put it together. It's all wound round, and that's how you do it. And with the trunk, I left a bit from sticking through the skull, like the skull sort of in. This piece of wire threaded through the skull. Again, I made sure it was in the middle. You can do that with measurements, or just check as you go. And so that was like the base of the trunk, but I knew it was too short, so I was going to remedy it later. So I got a bit of thinner wire, because if it's too thick, it's too hard to work with. And I looked at the picture. If you could see, there's a little bump, like right in front. It's a bit dark, but right in front of the eye, so I figured that's where the trunk was going to start, so I put it in there, but right above the eye, and then wound this round again, tied it up. Didn't use too much, because this just gives something for the foil to hold onto, which will bulk it out for the clay to attach, and wound it round all the way to the end. And I probably need a bit more foil, and there may be easier techniques, but for now this seems to work pretty well. So that's basically my armature, and obviously he still needs shoulders, shoulder blades, and there's a lot of fat that comes here. It's almost like a triangular shape. But that's it. and that's it's really, really sturdy. Also, I wanted to record this because it's the strongest one I've made, and I want to remember the technique and maybe repeat it in the future. But yeah, keep watching. I'll give you an occasional update, but I like to work mostly to myself on how it's going. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it and learned something. Thank you. Bye.